Good evening. It is currently 2:04 in the morning where I am, and I don't have work until 3 in the afternoon tomorrow. You know what that means. It means it's time for some Dota. Welcome to Pubcast Dota 2 with Johnny Dota 2. I am Johnny Dota 2. Today I bring you D-Radiance versus Command Center. This is from the Watch tab. This is a live game. I have never seen this before. And it is from, of course, team matchmaking, though the way it works now, it's kind of thrown in with regular party-ranked matchmaking. But they try to match teams versus teams, and that's what I look for. So currently, D-Radiance has decided to go for Storm Spirit and Darkseer, so definitely looking for speed and looking to be able to get in and out while causing a little bit of bursty damage. So those two should work together in that respect, although both of them are kind of lone wolves as well. Although Darkseer can synergize very, very well with other heroes with Vacuum and Ion Shell and Wall of Replica, of course. Or, you know, he can always surge other people in order to get them in. Like, say, you know, you've got an Enigma who doesn't quite have his black hole, or I'm sorry, doesn't quite have his Blink Dagger ready to be bought. Right? He doesn't have enough gold for it. You can just rush him in and use it, is the point I was taking 5 minutes to get to. Over on Command Center's side, they've picked up Nature's Prophet, Lion, Silencer, and Drow Ranger. And, Sand King, by the way, being picked up by D-Radiance. Epicenter is a great skill which also synergizes with Darkseer. Sand King can Epicenter, and then Darkseer can, of course, vacuum people into it and then wall them for all kinds of unbelievably increased damage. Meanwhile, Death Prophet can roll over them with Crypt Swarm. So we're looking at a lot of AoE damage at the moment. What is it? Static Remnants. That's right. That's what they're called. It's been a couple of months for casting for me. I'm so sorry. From Storm Spirit can also do a little bit of area damage. So Command Center is picking up Nature's Prophet, Lion, Silencer, and Drow Ranger. So also looking for some big team fight potential here. Although more specifically, ganking potential. Lion can pick up a Blink Dagger and do some pretty great stuff with ganking. He can, you know, blink in, Finger of Death immediately into an Earth Spike. Nature's Prophet can, of course, teleport in, tree people up, and do all kinds of ganky stuff with that. We see that all the time. And Silencer can set that up with Global Silence, making sure that nobody can run away. Drow Ranger, if she has a Shadow Blade, can run in and pick people off. So it's definitely going to be interesting. As far as the long game goes, Command Center definitely has the advantage with Drow Ranger, Silencer, and Nature's Prophet likely to be getting very, very fat. And of course by that I mean absolutely, you know, stuffed with gold. They can buy all the items they want, and they scale very, very well into the late game. D-Radiance is more of a mid-game team right now. Mid to early game, rather. And so now Command Center is doing their final pick here. D-Radiance, recognizing that they do have two great cores here in Nature's Prophet and Drow Ranger, also banned out Visage because they could really use another hard support. So we'll see what they pick up here. Alchemist. So it's going to be, wow, okay, so Tricore probably. Nature's Prophet perhaps not building hard carry, maybe building, you know, a little bit more into ganky pick-off supporty kind of dude. You know, maybe he'll build a mech. Who knows? We'll find out. You know, if Lion doesn't do it, of course. Command Center for their last banned out Shadow Shaman, although I mean, they're going for that push, they're going for that team fight potential, but I'm not sure D-Radiance is looking for a Shadow Shaman.
5 seconds.
I would have to say if they were going to pick him, they would have picked him before Sand King. Hell, they might have picked him before Storm Spirit. So I'm going to say they're probably holding out for some sort of carry. Because all they really have is Storm Spirit, and if he gets shut down early, he's not going to activate in the mid-game. And I have seen that countless times in the past. So it should be interesting. I like the little radiance thing up here. It's not a square or anything, it's transparent. I did not know you could do that. I like command centers too. It's very nice, little CNC. It's good. D-Radiance currently only has 16 seconds left of reserve time. And then they're kind of screwed. So here we go. Last pick. 10,
10 seconds to
9,
go.
8, 7, 6, 5,
seconds.
4, and it's Treant Protector. Okay. Well, alright then. So, I'm going to guess that Sand King will probably be a little bit more built than I'm used to seeing him. They'll probably have him go into a pusher, semi-carry kind of thing. Basically, Deradiance is trying to end this game fast, and Command Center is trying to end this game not fast. They're going to try and make it take as long as absolutely possible so that Deradiance's heroes will fall off and all of their heroes will be able to come online and take care of business. Let me make sure I have free camera on. Yes, I do. And oh, I'm not the only person in here. I'll have to say a friendly yo to that other person. So it looks like we will have Sauce on Darkseer, Sephirox on Storm Spirit, Salamander will be playing Sand King, and wow, okay, so it just switched over. Let me go check the rest of them here. Power Rangers will be playing Treant Protector.
Places, everyone.
And Oz will be playing Death Prophet. So that's RDC. Deradiance. Now over here on Command Center's side, we've got Talking to the... what is it? Talking to the Moon. Cut off up here, that's what I was reading from. Talking to the Moon will be playing Nature's Prophet. Bele Bassart. Can I have one game where I'm not going to mess up on just even one person's name, please? Anyway, I'll call you Billy. Or Belly. I'll call you Belly. Or Bassart. I like Bassart. We'll go with that one. Playing Alchemist. Kasich Karis will be playing Lion.
30 seconds to showtime.
And we've got some trouble going on. Dire looking to get in some trouble over here in the Radiant Jungle. Let's see if they make anything of it. I love being able to zoom out this far now. They're currently laying down wards, as you can see from here, trying to get vision in Radiance's jungle, as well as trying to block these camps. This sentry ward here, as you can see, will be covering this entire area. Meaning Radiant, of course, cannot pull these creeps over into the lane here. Which, of course, will shorten it up. It'll be... which it would be nice for them. That's just a little, you know, in case you didn't know stacking and pulling was a thing. You can pull jungle creeps into your lane. To start things off, Oz is just going to be taking away a little bit of Bassart. Bassart, oddly enough, in mid against this Death Prophet. He has decided to pick up a Stout Shield, so I'm going to say, hey, good job for him. Power Rangers has just laid down an Observer Ward and a Sentry Ward over here in the mid lane. So it looks like Karis here is trying desperately to find this ward, but he's not going to have it. He doesn't know where it is. Unless he does. Yes, he does. Does he have a Quelling Blade, though? No, he doesn't. He's not going to find it. Up here at top, Sephirox and Salamander will be doing a tri-lane, it looks like, along with Power Rangers against Talking to the Moon. Now, the interesting thing about this is that Sauce is going to be alone down here at the bottom versus fucking Russian Girl playing Drow Ranger, as well as Kasich. And he can afford to be a little bit risky here. And he can do that because of Treant's Living Armor ability, which is a global ability, which will be able to give him some great health regeneration, which, if you're watching this channel, you probably already know that. Curse of the Silent going out on Oz, who now doesn't have a whole lot of mana. Up here at top, Talking to the Moon is poking away at Salamander and Sephirox. He's got full health, and he's only used one Tango so far. Pretty amazing, considering he's got these two down to half health already. Perhaps not that much of an accomplishment playing against a Storm Spirit this early on, but that's fine. Oz has already poked Bassart down to a little bit less than half health. Now we're going to see some aggression here from Sephirox and Salamander. Not really going to do much, though, is Talking to the Moon while running away. not going to get hit by that static remnant. What you need to do as Storm Spirit this early on is you need to get ahead of them in order to use that remnant. But if you're just going to use it while they're chasing, then where you lay it down, they're not going to be anymore because they're running away. Silencer now is a double damage. That is a DD rune over in the mid with Basart. So they are doing a dual mid lane so that they can allow Talking to the Moon to go off by himself, especially since half their camps were warded here. And it looks like Lion was able to get to that sentry ward and pull it out. So he's been stacking and pulling. Here you can see that in action. And now fucking Russian Girl and Sauce are on pretty much equal playing ground. Well, not anymore, I'm sorry. Because of this pulling, and because these two are soloing, that means that they have roughly the same pushing potential since Darkseer doesn't appear to be using any mana for that Ion Shell. And so all of the creeps are being pulled way the hell behind here. Over at top, Salamander still sitting here with half health with Sephirox. They've both gone through all of their healing items already against Talking to the Moon, who has only used 2 more of his tangos and he still has a salve. So things are not looking too hot for him. Belly Basart also with no more regen items. He's sitting here at 125 health. Oh! 66 health. Why is he still going in? Curse of the Silent is out on Death Prophet. Down here, bottom fucking Russian Girl has pushed up into Sauce with Karis. Basart getting a tango, probably from Silencer. However, he's just getting bursted down. Now he's got a bottle, so he's going to use those charges to heal up a little bit. Oz sitting on 1 more tango. And then up at top, Sephirox, 60 health. Salamander, only 130 health. Prophet does have enough mana for a TP, but is he going to use it? He doesn't really need to. Power Rangers is coming up. He drew first blood on Salamander. Power Ranger is going to use that living armor on himself. Sephirox coming in to try and help as much as he can. He does have overload. There we go. There's the static remnant. There's the pull. Talking to the Moon. Not going to be able to get out of this. Here comes Salamander. He's poured it back in. And that's it for Talking to the Moon. He is down. Down to the bottom lane. Sauce finally using Ion Shell to try and push the lane back just a little bit. Karis is like, yeah, here, you can push up. Here, look, I'll even feed my creeps over to these guys. So that is going to be denying Darkseer a bit of experience. However, Lion is sitting here at level 3, and Drow here also at level 5. So really, it's just keeping Lion down mostly. And up here top, Sephirox, living armor. He's got 23 health. Talking to the Moon, he's going to get stunned by Salamander. He's getting rammed by that tower. He's got 90 health, 33 health. Salamander only has to attack him once. And will he do it? He does not have the mana for the Burrow Strike. All he has to do is hit him once, and he does. He does. He makes it. Sephirox is going to get caught, however, in the jungle by This Is You, Grandmom. The Silencer. Getting picked off. So, good on those Treants for keeping vision on him there. Oz now has her own bottle, laying down her Null Talisman so that she can heal up. By laying down that Null Talisman, it's an older trick. I don't see it too often anymore. What she does is she reduces her stats. And so since this thing kind of fills up by percentages, sort of-ish, what it does is it restores your health faster, and then you pick up the Null Talisman, it ups your stats again, and then it's like getting, you know, free health very quickly. Sauce is down here. He has his Soul Ring. Fucking Russian Girl is building money. I have no idea what the hell she's building. Currently, This Is You, Grandmom is getting stuff delivered to him on the courier here. Little owl dude. It's going to be a Sentry Ward and Boots of Speed. There we go, Talking to the Moon. Getting ganked now by Salamander, who's attempting to body block. There's the pull from Sephirox. There we go. There's the Remnant. Oh, Talking to the Moon trees himself. Bad idea. He ends up treeing Salamander in with him. Salamander, though, sitting at 245 health. This Is You, Grandmom, coming up here to try and push the lane back, but it's okay because they have already left. Very, very close game so far between Command Center and Deradiance. And I hope it's Command Center, not Center Command. I don't quite remember at the moment. But, you know, hey, it's late. Drow has just built an item. It is a Hand of Midas like I thought it was, although I didn't say. I probably should have. So she is definitely trying to play the long game. And currently they're doing a really good job keeping the other team back. Alchemist has just gone down. Karis is going to kill Oz here. Manages to hex him, turn him into a frog. And there's the last hit. Sephiroth sitting on 1.1k gold. Still tier 1 boots. A robe of Mage Giant, a magic wand. Treant, 100 gold. After just buying a Sage's Mask, sitting on that and a stout shield. Sauce is now beginning on his mech. Fucking Russian Girl is moving in on Sauce, who surges himself out, but here's Karis to stun him. He catches him. But here comes Salamander. Are we going to see a Burrow Strike? Yes, we are. He gets both of them. Living Armor up on Sauce. Advantage has now turned to Dire. There's an Epicenter. Fucking Russian Girl goes down. Karis is next as Oz ports in. Salamander going to come in. No mana for another Burrow Strike. And one Crypt Swarm takes her out. So now we are going to see a very aggressive push on this tower.
Won't last much longer.
As the Prophet ult goes out. CC says, you know what? We're going to trade towers, except that they don't, because they don't have creeps. And now porting into the trees at bottom is fucking Russian Girl, and this is you, Grandma. Oz is now going to have to run away, because here comes Karis. Oz is going to be slowed up a little bit, but she's also going to be healed by her ghosts. It's now 3-on-3 at bot. CC has recommitted to this middle tower after seeing what's going on. Dire fortifies and they try to run away. Living Armor goes up on it. They're trying everything they can, but it just doesn't work. There we go. Sephiroth ports in at just the last second to remnant a few treants and get hit with them, of course. And now, oh, I like what I'm seeing. Salamander coming in from behind. But the opportunity is gone. Down at bot, we've still got 3. And it looks like CC is looking to be pushing up into this tower. However, all the damage they do before they have to run back for the next creep wave is getting undone by the Living Armor. Karis looking to poke at Sauce. Salamander Burrow Strikes up onto the high ground. Karis does not have a lot of health. We are not going to see a surge from Sauce quite yet. He's been double silenced. Karis has 54 health. He's going to try and deny himself to neutrals, but it doesn't quite work. Darkseer manages to kill him after he was stunned by Salamander. So now this is Ugramam and fucking Russian Girl, who is currently wounded versus 4 Dire opponents. However, Salamander overextending a little bit. Silenced also hit with a silence here again from Drow. And he's going to look to be chased down here by fucking Russian Girl. There's the slow. Are we going to see a Burrow Strike out? Yes, he does. He has no more mana, though. Here comes Oz to catch, just to scare them off. Power Rangers gets surged in, and then gets hit with a Prophet ult. Not a whole lot of health, but then again, Salamander has even less. Sauce getting hexed, or what's it even called here? Yep, it is still called hex. He gets turned into a fish. There we go. Finger of Death is going to kill Treant Protector. That is Karis' ult. There we go. Ghosts go out from Oz, doing a great amount of damage to Karis, but Oz will go down to This Is You, Grandmom, right after killing Lion. Sauce is going to have to get out of here. That tower is gone. Fucking Russian Girl coming back bottom lane. And it looks like Treant has a soul ring, or at least the recipe for one. We finally have mana boots up on Salamander. Up at the top, ooh, recipe for buckler and mechanism. And a chainmail, all going out to Sauce, so his mechanism is completed at this point. Storm Spirit chugging along on his Orchid here. All he needs now is just a little bit more gold for the recipe. Big push coming at bot from CC. And it looks like this is going to go down completely uncontested. Oh, nope. Oz is coming in. There's a Crypt Swarm. But all it's going to do is wound those treants. Tower goes down very easily. We did not see any Living Armor come out. So now Sauce is coming down. Too little, too late, though. Radiant is backing out. And these two are now going to buy a TP scroll and pour it out.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
Up at top tower. Fucking Russian girl is ported top. We're now going to see Sauce and Oz kind of stalking through. We currently have Smoke picked up by Karis. And now finally the completed Orchid by Sephirox. He's been doing a very good job farming this game. That's a 12-minute Orchid. Or 12 minutes 40 seconds Orchid. And now it looks like all of Dire is getting together. Or at least most of them. Still waiting on Storm Spirit. Willing to bet he's going to use that TP. But what are we going to see here? I think they're going to commit to a big push in mid. However, we can currently see that there are 2 Radiant team members, 3 now, closing in on them on all sides. There we go. There's a good bit of damage on Salamander. And even Power Rangers, though, he's healed up again. Salamander, 150 health. He's dead. There we go. Oz comes out. Crypt Swarm. Belly Bassard has an Ion Shell on him. Sauce gets treed. He's in trouble. He's dead. Oz managing to get out, but that completely flipped on them. Power Rangers forced to hide invisibly in the trees. 137 health left on that mid tower. However, they did only lose 1 person, and that was Sauce. Sephirox is silenced. He can't do anything. That's 2 down now. 2 for 0 in favor of CC. However, they are all wounded, but they will be making a big push here to the middle tower. We currently have Exorcism on cooldown from Kreb. And it looks like they really want Power Rangers, so they're all going to turn around, and they commit all 5 of them to going and making sure that he dies. Talking to the Moon, going to pick up that haste rune. And so he will be split pushing bot here. Sauce and Oz have just arrived at the middle tower, but can they do anything? Darkseer is not even skilled into wall here. Oz has no mana to do anything. Bassart is pounding away at the tower. There we go. We're seeing a port in. My frame rate is incredibly low for some reason. There we go. Now it's back. It's just Fraps being Fraps, I think. Oz is currently disabled in silence. Fucking Russian girl goes down. There we go. Salamander currently stunned, but he does have mana for a Burrow Strike. Will he be going for it? Karis getting chased down by Sephirox. He's just going deeper and deeper in enemy territory. It's not good. He's trying to TP, but it was a very bad place for him. However, he did manage to make it out. That was incredible.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
Talking to the Moon is back. This is you, Grandmom. Sitting here with Tranquil Boots, so we are seeing a support silencer here. No surprise with core heroes, Alchemist and Prophet. And of course, we can't forget fucking Russian Girl, the Drow Ranger. We're now going to see Radiant grouping back up. Dire will see that fucking Russian Girl has stayed behind, though. But they don't see that Talking to the Moon is currently sitting in the Rosh Pit. So Sauce's mechanism has already been delivered. Oz now has phase boots, starting to build towards that bloodstone. Or possibly a sheep stick. I would love to see a sheep stick. Although, actually, it might be a Yule's. We have a Sage's Mask and a Void Stone. So it could be a Yule's here. Right now, Sephiroth's going to jump in. They're going to see this. However, Drow Ranger picks up the Aegis of the Immortal. Sephiroth did not manage to steal it. Currently, we're getting mana drained here on Oz. She has no more mana, but her ghosts were already out. That Aegis is going to get dropped. Sauce is already dead. Bassart goes down. Salamander not going to go down. Karis goes down. Salamander has so little health, and now he is dead. This is you. Grandmom goes down. It's 3 for 3. It is a 3 for 3 trade. However, Karis here, no health, or I'm sorry, all of his health. So does Talking to the Moon. But Sephiroth's getting caught out by Talking to the Moon, who decided to port over from the secret shop. And he and Karis managed to take out Sephiroth. So Oz is forced to back out while every other member of her team is dead except for Treant, who only just came back, and now Sauce is too. There we go. There's that Yule's Own Kreb, the poor man's sheep stick. You know, for those who can't afford it. And if the other team doesn't have an AM who could potentially blink as soon as the Cyclone drops him again, there's Yule's. Belly Basart, he's got a Hand of Midas. He's just chugging along, sitting on 845 gold. Up at the top, Karis and Oz poking at each other again. Oz is pulling over the creeps. My frame rate literally dropping to 1 there. This is quite bad. Why is this so bad?
Disown their mid-tower.
There we go. My frame rate absolutely dropping here. It was sitting at 1 for a little while there. Hopefully it doesn't affect the video quality too much. I did have to, you know, flash the stop and record button again. But now it looks like CC moving on up through. We did have a courier kill on Dire's courier. They are currently living without. Here come the ghosts from Oz. Here comes a jump in from Sephirox. The wall. This is you. Grandmom is about to lose everything. He's completely dead now. So now CC is 3 down. And Deradiance is coming in on that middle tower. Looks like it's going to be... Ooh. There we go. We had a Fortify come out from them, but Talking to the Moon is up at top playing Rat Dota here. Well, not quite, but actually just split pushing Dota. It'll be Rat if he, you know, hits and runs. There you go. Yep, he's just going to sit there and he's going to teleport out and let the Treants kind of scare Dire backwards here. They decided they can't go for that tower because Radiant is just about to come up. They're almost all completely back now. And they managed to scare them off with all that pressure up top. Let's look at the gold advantage. Wow, currently we're looking at like an 8,000, 8.5 thousand gold advantage for CC. And I'm going to bet it's going to look the same over on... No, it's not. It's actually really not looking the same over on the XP graph. It actually went way, way, way in the favor of CC, and now it is spiking way the heck back down to RDC, and it's because they've started winning team fights all of a sudden. Oz here, though, gonna get caught out, gonna get silenced, Curse of the Silence as well, and down without a fight. Currently, Sauce and Sephirox hanging back to see if they can do anything, but we are seeing a 5-man push with a Sentry Ward out on this bottom tower. Going to take it down very, very easily. Sauce is kind of stuck in the woods here. Do they know that he's here? No, that they do not. No, that they do not. Bad English major. This is you, Grandmom, though. Going to scout that out with a ward. Will Radiance do anything about it? No, they're going to say, alright, well, if they're not going to come at us, we're going to back off for a second here. We still have a good amount of time on Roche, and they're just going to farm up some Ancients because, hey, why not? Alchemist now sitting on a mech. We've got an Ogre Club now from Silencer. Lion's got that Blink Dagger. Aw, yeah. That's what I was looking for. Yasha and treads up on Drow Ranger. No Shadow Blade or anything like that, although I don't know if that's considered cheesy now. Storm Spirit also picking up an Ogre Club and having his treads switched to Strength. Oz is going to pick up the Point Booster and a Vitality Booster, so first pieces of that Bloodstone. There's the Vacuum. There's a Finger of Death. Sauce. Gonna be able to make it out. There's the tree and ult. There's the wall out. Salamander gonna get killed, but Epicenter still hurting. This is you, Grandmom. Oz trying to run away, not gonna make it out though. She is silenced, hit with Curse of the Silence. So that is a 1-for-4 trade. 4.5 if you want to look at Sauce's health here. In favor of CC. Oh, and it shoots right back up and even way more advantage than they had before. Oh, and it even switched again. It's just getting way, way more steep. CC is rolling right now. Absolutely rolling.
The Dire couldn't hang on.
And they were so even on last hits. There we go. We're going to see Treants going after Sauce and a little bit of silence there just to make sure he can't surge and run away or, you know, Ion Shell anybody. But now all of Deradiance is back. Can they at least push this back in some way, or is all hope lost? There's the Surge in. There was the Burrow Strike from Salamander. So there we go. We have a kill on This Is You, Grandma. Basart is next, it looks like. We've got Living Armor up on Sephirox, but do they have any kind of stun? Salamander blinks in the wrong direction. Basart manages to get out thanks to those phase boots. My frame rate is dropping again. Once again, I hope that this does not show on the video. Sometimes it's just fraps being fraps. Whole game is screwing up here. There we go. Had to skip another second there. I was seeing Lion's Cape going all kinds of wonky. It was really, really weird. For some reason, fraps with this patch is just not compatible here with this current version of Dota. And I just gotta flash that button every once in a while. Talking to the Moon, getting caught out by Sephirox. And then down at the bottom, Oz and Power Rangers, both with TPs, are pushing bottom. Looks like Oz wants to back out though. Fucking Russian Girl and This Is You, Grandmom showing up. Power Rangers turning invisible, just stalking through, seeing what he can see. Sees fucking Russian Girl, decides, well, fucking Russian that, and runs away. Oz is coming back though, now that she's grouped up with Salamander. Basart, fucking Russian Girl, and This Is You, Grandma, popping smoke, but they are going to be seen immediately since Salamander was hiding in those trees there, so very good positioning there by Salamander. Sauce has Arcanes and 1,500 gold. Belly Basart's going to see them. There we go. Are we going to see the potion thrown out here? Is that now Acid Spray? Does Acid Spray work differently now? The ghosts are going to come out. The wall is going to come out. The Epicenter is out. Got a BKB up on Basart, though, and on fucking Russian Girl. They have chosen the right items for this. However, Basart, that doesn't stop him from going down. Salamander is low on health, but man, is he good with the stuns. He pops a little bit of a sandstorm there just to slow people down. Oh man, I cannot zoom out far enough for this. Looks like we're going to see... Oh! Fucking Russian Girl manages to kill Sephirox. Sauce and Oz are going to pursue, though. She's got so little health. Can they reach her? Oz has extremely fast movement speed. She was at 500 and something thanks to those phase boots. And she's just going to have it again. There we go. One Crypt Swarm is going to finish her off. Now, are they going to turn around and push this tower? No. Oz is going to come back along with Sauce. And they're just going to try and get some of this momentum going the other way. They still have not broken high ground over on the Radiant side. I mean, they're winning team fights, and they're spiking the experience back in their favor almost all the way. It's almost completely even. Once again, it seems like it just keeps going back and forth with these team fights, but unfortunately, that is not enough. We're currently seeing some dewarding now from Lion, from Karis. Waiting for his Blink Dagger to come up again so that he can get off that ledge. Now, what DeRadiance's problem here is that they've got so much push, and they are not using it. They're just not using it effectively. I mean, I understand that Prophet has been jumping around, of course. But I mean, you've got Oz here. You've got the Death Prophet. You've got the Death Prophet. You've got a Darkseer. You have a Sand King. I mean, yeah, they've got a Prophet, but you've got all of these big, big pushing heroes. You should be pushing the lanes back. Point is, what I'm saying is, we're transitioning now into the late game. We have very, very big items being purchased. That's now 3 BKBs up on CC. Right? Yes. With possibly 2 more on the way. And that is going to completely shut down DeRadiance, whose heroes are falling off right now anyway. And so, basically what I'm saying is, DeRadiance needs to make a move, do one of those great team fight wins that they've been doing, but then they need to actually commit to a tower afterwards. So, since the game is paused, you know what that means. No, you don't, but I do. It means fun facts. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to look up facts about whales. Fun whale facts for kids from sciencekids.co. That sounds promising. Fun fact, many whales are toothless. They use a plate of comb-like fiber called baleen to filter small crustaceans and other creatures from the water. And I did know that. However, I did not know what they were called. So, that's something I learned. So that's fun. There are 79 to 84 different species of whale. They come in many different shapes and sizes. Wow, I did not know there were that many. A baby whale is called a calf. Whales form groups to whales form groups to look after calves and feed together. These groups are often made up of all female or all male whales. Whales that are found in both northern and southern hemisphere never meet or breed together. Their migration is timed so that they are never breeding in the same areas at the same time. Interesting, right? What am I saying? You have no choice but to listen to me. Salamander's back, and now we're going to keep going with the game. Currently, DeRadiance could be in trouble. They don't know that Radiant is coming up here. Sephirox might possibly accidentally pop this smoke here. And there we go. We're going to see the initiation on Power Rangers. They threw everything at him and the kitchen sink. Well, not really. I don't think anybody used an ult there. But he's dead, so there's a good pick-off. That's what I was expecting to see from this team this game. Lots and lots of pick-offs. So there we go. Now they're going to be taking Roche. They have the advantage. They want to force it. They're trying to get even more of an advantage because they know that they can possibly be rocked in a team fight. And so they're honestly just trying to get whatever they can. Sephirox jumps in too late once again. Karis gets caught out by the ghost, by everything else. Sauce, though, cornered with harassed. Although he manages to die. Sephirox, there's the pull on fucking Russian Girl. However, it turns because of This Is You Grandmom. So he's dead. Fucking Russian Girl, despite the BKB, goes down, but she does have the Aegis. This Is You Grandmom having to run out. But there we go. We have a silence on fucking Russian Girl. Power Rangers goes invisible. Oz. Does Oz have the damage to finish her off? Possibly not. There we go. There's the Yule stopping the TP. Very good. Fucking Russian Girl now going to go down to Oz and Power Rangers. Very, very good play from RDC. That's what I was looking for, although I wish they hadn't lost quite so many people. Prophet is now TPing into the jungle. He's looking to just farm up a little bit. We now have that Bloodstone up on Nature, or on not Nature's Prophet, Death Prophet. Nature's Prophet has an Orchid of his own, as well as a Staff of Wizardry, so perhaps he's going for a Scepter as well. Barast, waiting to use that Hand of Midas, that Hand of Money, as I like to say. He's got one extra slot in his inventory. I'm interested in what he's looking for. Honestly, a damage item could be good for him, although perhaps he should be looking for more survivability, so maybe he'll be farming up a heart, who knows? There are lots of things that Alchemist can do right now that would help Radiant to push their advantage. Up at top, Sephirox has an Ogre Club. Death Prophet not going to sell that bottle anytime soon, it looks like. And now a Mithril Hammer out from Sand King. So possibly a BKB. That's what I'm expecting anyway. He's got a Blink Dagger now. All the better to stun you with, my dear. I'm going to keep using this same inflection on every sentence that I say. Isn't that interesting? Talking to the moon, blinking out, teleporting out. So he's going to go top. He's going to do some of that rat Dota, forcing all of Dire to come down here, and now they all have to turn around and run the other way. Basart, fucking Russian Girl, and This Is You Grandmom, waiting in the mid to make something happen. Basart smacks into Power Rangers in the middle of the forest. Has no idea that he's there. Salamander does, though, and he's looking to see if he can commit. He's waiting for his other teammates to show up. They are all there, but unfortunately they all have the obstacle of these trees to get around first. Power Rangers has no way of meeting up with the rest of his team without crossing through the open area and becoming visible once again. So now he's just trying to wait it out. Keep spying. Sauce, we're going to see an initiation. This Is You Grandma comes up from behind. Will there be an initiation? Let me see it. There it goes. And there's the silence out from fucking Russian Girl. Sauce melts. Salamander melting. This completely did not go Dire's way. Both teams were sitting there waiting to set up this team fight, thinking they had the advantage over the other, and as it turns out, RDC did not. And so now it looks like instead of just going for the GG, CC is going to go for that embarrassing kill. And by that, of course, the Space Pirates, when we say that, we mean that they're going for a all-tower, all-racks kill here. Once again, just trying to force as much of an advantage as they possibly can this game. Even though they've been thrashing on towers, the kills have been far, far too close for Command's preferences. But it looks like they pretty much have this game in the bag. I mean, they're sitting here at 20k gold difference. I mean, I've seen comebacks from that, but I'm not sure it's going to happen here now that we're so far into the late game. Sephirox disabled and surged. What's he going to do? There's a blink from the Prophet. He's going to be TPing out. Basart is also going to be TPing. However, Karis gets caught out, killed by Sephirox. No, not killed by Sephirox. That's wrong of me to assume things while I'm looking at the minimap. Going to be killed by Oz the Death Prophet. And now This Is You Grandmom also caught out, getting Burrow Strike by Salamander, and then murdered by Salamander. Not before getting Curse of the Silent out on Treant Ranger, Treant Protector. What in the world am I doing right now with my words? But that is perfectly okay. Another blink from talking to the moon. He's just trying to get as far as he can. Sent an ult out. Salamander tried to pursue. Expected him to be in here TPing out, but that was just not the case. We're now seeing Death Prophet moving back mid to try and push all of this back. We're seeing the same thing up here from Sephiroth. They have 2 missing sets of racks to deal with, and that means mega creeps. The momentum has been shifted very, very harshly in CC's favor. And Radiance just not being able to keep up with it. I mean, as soon as they, push this wave here from, say, here to out here, right? So as long as they can get it, this far. Wow, my arm there, that was not a circle. Prophet's just going to TP in and push it right back. Down here, we see a double silence here, global silence. Sephiroth getting hurt really bad, but Karis is even worse, but there goes the Finger of Death. Drow Ranger finishes off Storm Spirit and Treant Protector. There's the epicenter. There are 2 BKBs, so there's nothing he can do. That's 4 down. We are now seeing, now that Sauce is back, at least 30 seconds before we see anybody else coming back from RDC. There is no kind of response that they can do right now. And now we're seeing Oz caught out. She tries to Yules herself, but that means absolutely nothing. All it did was buy her a second of time. Actually, no, it didn't mean nothing. She did manage to kill the Lion. And now she's bought back in. But fucking Russian Girl wants to punish her for it, along with Basart. And it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. So she's dead. Basart gets vacuumed into the fountain, but he's so tanky at this point that it really doesn't even matter. And he decided to buy the Necronomicon. Is that just the name of the tier 3, or is that... Oh, it's the name of the whole thing. Necronomicon. So I guess copyright reasons? I'm not sure. Basart, not going to quite be killed by the fountain. Fucking Russian Girl deploys illusions, and that is it. GG's going out. From the Dire side first. That's very nice of them. And that is the game. Sorry for the issues. Hopefully I can figure out what in the hell was going on back there. Oh hey, Roshan spawns in 2 minutes. But here's the scoreboard. I've been Johnny Dota 2, and this has been the Watch Tab. Thank you very much. Have a great day.